What's this? I don't know. I'm going to stand here and have a fag. I'm going to stand here and try and have a fag. Are they in my pocket? They are. So this is a very nice young man, by the looks of things, in a dress. Hi everybody, it's Pat Steve, Spices Media, and welcome to the channel, folks. So you've got a few people down this end. Whether this is Coal Lane or not, I'm not sure.
Can I get in it, please?
Sorry?
Can I get in the podcast? Welcome to Leeds, everybody. Welcome to Leeds, everybody.
I'm not videoing young girls, don't start on me. I've moved my camera, I've got more fucking sense. I'm talking to you, I'll film you if you want. Attack me if you want.
No, we're not. No one's saying attack him.
I won't attack him. I'm purposely not filming him because I know what he's doing. Alright girls, see you later. Same to you, Chuck. Alright. See you girls. From Blackpool, called Spices Media.
Yes.
Alright girls. So we're straight off. Well, at least they didn't call me a nonce yet. So we've got Penny Pocket Pipe Park, which I think, as I said, is part of a graveyard by the look of it. And there's bits of information here. So I've only been filming a few seconds in this area. He did say this is where the antisocial behaviour could be. I think he said Coal Lane. So this is Church Lane that I think cuts through, and got a few people down this end, and this is looking quite wild and quite dangerous, folks. This cuts through up to the bus station. We've got a gang of youths under here. I'm going to purposely move and not film these with the Osmo. So up there we've got some police interaction. I said I think this used to be a big bingo hall on the left. I made a video years ago of some junkie just to my right in this bit of grass running around looking for her shoes. And we've got quite a few bobbies heading out, and down this way there's a few over to the right in that area. So we've got a few bobbies parked the van here heading down this road. We've got some antisocial behaviour behind them, but they're just ignoring it for now. But that's the way of the world.
What's that?
Sorry?
What were you saying? Sorry.
I said they've got some antisocial behaviour behind them,
Yes.
but they're ignoring it for now.
We're not ignoring it.
Okay, right. So what's your number? Why they're kicking off up there, shouting and being abusive, and you walk past them? That's called ignoring it. So I'm having a go at the bobbies for ignoring the antisocial behaviour, and they just fucking challenge me. Can't believe it. And then the camera cut out. So this is going on to the right in the area where there's the famous video of the girl with no shoes on. So as I come round and look up this part, I'm trying to avoid these just to my right. as we look up that end. Got one sat on the wall here. Got a few here chatting to a couple. We'll avoid them.
Are you vlogging?
I'm vlogging, but I'm not filming you. You look too young.
I'm actually 20.
You're 20. Do you want to say hello to Spiceheads Media from Blackpool?
To what?
Spiceheads Media from Blackpool.
Spiceheads Media from Blackpool.
You alright? You're behaving yourselves?
I'm behaving.
Can't get away with
Are we going to be on YouTube?
Yeah, in probably about a week, something like that.
See myself on YouTube.
Alright girls, see you later. Thank you for your interaction, gentlemen. Now, when did the bus station change?
Oh, what? You mean the facelift?
No, the original, that bus station there was the original video of 3 Spiceheads, probably
Right.
circa 2015.
Oh, it's changed
It was,
since
it
then.
was my video. There was a brick wall, there was 3 of them collapsed at the front.
I don't remember that one.
It's had millions and millions. It's the oldest video, and the bus station staff didn't know what was wrong with them.
Right.
It's that long ago,
Oh, well.
and they just wondered, what have they done? What's happened to them? Nobody knew what Spice was, but it's changed. It had a little brick wall. All the best, all the best. Thank you for your interaction. So, where's the worst antisocial areas? They're not answering me. So we can see this bus station has changed quite a bit. That seems on form. If I go through here and survive, we should come out on the other side where the old police station used to be. I don't know if that old police station is still there or not. I said this area's changed quite a bit. It still sounds the same as it used to sound. Trying to avoid these young guns. So basically it looks the same. We've got a travel centre. The buses are all coming in and out from the right, and I'm hunting everywhere for young teens and children to try and avoid them as best as I can. Tickets open as usual, use the gate to the left. We've got a gang of girls about 14, 15 to the right. We've still got Snickers and Coke machines. We've still got a Greggs, just about. Caledonia Travel Centre, right in the middle. And as we come down to this end, say there used to be a police station just out these doors. I don't know if that's still there. That Greggs is quite big. And National Express opposite stand 20. So I think just through there is the area that goes to National Express. Let's have a see if it's still the same. I'm not sure. And the doors are working. We've got no smoking in the building, obviously. And this is the side of the National Express stands. So I think the buses used to come along that side. I'm not sure if they do now. There was a pumpkin and a National Express ticket office here, which seems to have gone. So it's now machines, there's 3 machines. I'm just trying to get 20 minutes and try and get back to safety. So as I said, just out here used to be an old police station. It looks like that old police station has gone now. And head up past the market, the back side of the market, back 20 years ago was butchers and other shops that were on both sides. You can see now they're nearly all gone. Another huge big building has appeared here. A red and yellow brick building appeared there in the last 20 years. And I'm hoping this shop up here is still here, which should have lots and lots of nice interesting things for you to look at. Huge big building there, some of the old part of the town. And as we come to here, what have we got? We've got one of the entrances to Kurt's Gate Market, which, as I said, is where we walked through today a little bit. Staff here cleaning up in Tshuri. Health food stop, and it looks like it's gone, folks. It looks like it's gone. I'm sorry I got you all worked up then for a nice shop full of swords and daggers and things. So this is one of the main streets in the centre of Leeds that runs across. I used to have many a good video in this area, and as we look down, we've got some of the posher, nicer shops there. We've got a green man, so we'll head across while we can. Now, apart from the first ones at the park, we've had no specific antisocial behaviour here, but I was told to go up Cole Street. We've got a couple here just setting up a tent, so I'll try and avoid them. Don't want to antagonise them. I'm not in Blackpool. I've not got hundreds of people around me that trust and support me. We're up now by Kurt's Gate. This was one of the... Dare I go down there? Yeah, we'll have a little go. He's fucking mad, folks. He's mad. He's crazy. Do you know, I used to travel these streets a lot 20 years ago, but so much has changed. Different areas have changed compared to what they were. I'm hoping this will be a one-shot 20-minute video. However, the camera did seem to malfunction earlier. Little bit of building work going on down there. Now I remember nearly most of this area up this end was building work. We've got the barriers of peace here, really strong barriers of peace to stop car rammings of destruction. And as we get to this T-junction, got another Uber Eats, no lights, no brains, no sense, just speeding down the pavement. Dare I go up there, you think? Should we? Don't fucking stupid. Well, it looks like a little bar actually. Go on, we'll go for it. We'll go for it, we'll have a little look. Some people... I feel like Billy Moore. So this will probably snake round to the area that I know. Got a nice little smell of food here. Some guys cooking nice. A pair of doors that look like a TARDIS. And there's a few people here enjoying themselves. I'll try and work around them and not film them. Decent, respectable people that are earning and spending money in the middle of Leeds. So this is the Empire Cafe, folks. People enjoying themselves. What have we got down there? Let's have a look what we've got down here. Not sure if that's another blogger or if it's a drug deal. I don't know. I'm going to stand here near these people and try and do a little zoom. I think it's somebody on a phone, but I can't tell for sure. I don't know where I am. I don't know of any escape. So this is Gucci, vermouth and aperitifs. I don't know of any escape round here, so I'm going to carry on this way rather than get fucking murdered. And so I'm on Fish Street, folks. Fish Street. Can we carry on down there? We certainly can. Oh, it's a bit dark, Stephen. What the fuck are you doing? I'm trying to get content for you, folks. Trying to get content. Is that graffiti or is that the window? God only knows. So we've got one of the famous arcades there, which is probably closed. We've got another nice outside restaurant here with decent people. This is the cut. This is the cut, the craft, with an SIA security guard outside. An absolutely beautiful, beautiful looking food and drink establishment right in the middle of Leeds, showing the quality and showing what things can be done here in Leeds for people that are decent, hard working, respectable people that have money and want to have a meal where there's no dirty low-life junkie scumbags begging around them. And they've got their guard here I'm avoiding. Thank you for your service, man. Keeping the place looking great. So I'm back on that edge of Kirkgate and I was heading up to that main street. Where's the wildest areas at the moment, you know? So respect to the security guard at that food place. We've got another Uber Eats, no lights, no sense, no brains, just total antisocial behaviour in the city, in the middle of Leeds, folks. And that's the way it is, just like Manchester, just like London, just like Birmingham, just like everywhere, and soon to be in Blackpool. And it's happening. Mark my words, it's happening. So I don't know if I can hear music here or what. There's another one just gone past there. They're fucking everywhere. And another one. They're everywhere. They're like fucking rats, folks. I'm not saying they are rats. I'm saying they're travelling around just like rats. So this is the street I was heading to before I was rudely interrupted. This, in days gone by, used to be one of the main streets, main shopping areas of the city. I'm here at night. Bobby's tucked up safe in the hotel because it is a bit fucking dangerous out here, and I've managed to convince her, and she's very tired after the day we had. Now remember, probably 20 years ago when I was here, I met something like 30 Land Rovers with security staff for the Queen. So all this area was closed off when the Queen was coming to film at Thornton's Arcade. So as I said, it's great to see decent film people playing the drums. Got another one of these crazy. This one's got light. That one's got light, folks. That's unbelievable. So this is come and join us with the drums, boys and girls. It's outside the Louis Vuitton. I don't want to film to people to the right as best as I can. So, as I said, I think we're right opposite what I think was Thornton's Arcade, and I'm pretty sure that 20 years ago this is where Her Majesty the Queen came and visited there. Okay, if I film your clothes. It's been my good night, isn't it? See so much. So I don't know if I'm getting moaned at, so I'm moving out of the way. I nearly get killed by another Uber Eats bike. And try this one round the back. And we're filming from here without asking. We're heading now, I think this street heads right the way down roughly to where we are, to where we're staying, I think. Got another one, no lights, on the pavement, doing a job, earning money, and crazy folks. What's this? I don't know. I'm going to stand here and have a fag. I'm going to stand here and try and have a fag. Are they in my pocket? They are. So this is a very nice young man, by the looks of things, in a dress.
Seriously? Yeah.
He's gone where I was lighting a fag. A very nice young man, in a dress, with a cock and balls, obviously, and stockings and suspenders, folks, walking down the street faster than I can keep up. And that's probably going to be the clip of the night. I can't catch him. I'm trying to catch him at a distance. I've lost him. Now we've got a sign up above says Hedgerow House. Looks like some sort of club. I'm trying not to film this doorman. So we've got flare floors, Hedgerow House. So what's happening, man? What's happening, man?
Good.
You okay? What are you? A club? Pub?
It's a wine bar.
A wine bar. So it's a wine bar, folks. So it's a wine bar, folks. Did you see that guy in the dress with stockings and suspenders? I was trying to follow him, man. Fantastic.
He's had to follow him. Why?
Because he's got stockings and suspenders on. So there's a few people here enjoying themselves. This road's changed in the last 20 years, but I think it heads down to the hotel. So it's nice to see a decent, respectable doorman like in Blackpool.
Thank you.
In front of a real pub or club and wine bar where decent, respectable people go and spend money in Leeds. Not the dirty, low-life, fake-only, junky parasites that fester the city like Blackpool. So for now I'm going to move on. It's Pat Steve, Spices Media from beautiful downtown Blackpool. I'm just heading back to the hotel because Bobby's rung me and she's a bit distressed in that bedroom on the 8th floor. You alright, man? What's your name, man? Clint. So I'm chatting to Clint. We're here at, what's it called? Hedgerow House. And what's this street?
Hedgerow.
This is Hedgerow Street. I said it's changed from last time I was here filming 20 years ago. So catch you later, keep safe, man. Do you know, I've walked all around, I've not been killed yet. I nearly got killed by that church over by, when I come out of the hotel, the Ibis, the gang of them surrounded me. Crazy, man. See you later. So I'm trying to smoke this fag. Where's my mate in the Stockings and Suspenders going? I was really excited by that. That really got me going, folks. Really. I don't know if I managed to follow him or not. We've got Paddy Power here packed. Three legs. I'm on three legs at the moment. Somebody walking up here with a bin bag and a can. So I've done a little tour. It was trying for 20 minutes. Rockley Hall Yard. Nothing going on there now. What's this? Is this a cigar and a pipe shop? It is. Now I've found one in Manchester and we found one somewhere else. I can't remember where. Got somebody sat on the tap here as we come across. This is the main road that I was on earlier. Got people out enjoying themselves in the town. There's the Kirkgate Market and that down that end. Quite a bit, folks. So I'm going to try and get across here without getting killed. We've got a taxi coming at me. I've just about made it. So we've got goblin music there. Akabars. Is that our Akabars? I don't know. Can we say our Akabars in the middle of Leeds? I don't know. Sorry, boys. So we've got the Victoria Gate Casino. So this is a new one on this street, Victoria Gate Casino. Full of a couple of doormen again here.
Your hands are cold.
So this is part of this big new building. I was trying not to film these doormen, so I'm filming across the road. You alright, gents? I'm trying not to film you. I'm from Blackpool.
Yeah.
I'm Fat Steve from Spice Edge Media, and we're just filming in Leeds.
You're filming in Leeds, okay.
And it's nice to see three
Yeah.
decent, respectable doormen
Thank you so much.
on a decent, respectable building,
Thank you so much.
attracting
Thank you.
genuine people
Yeah.
with money to your town to try and promote you a bit.
We are.
In Blackpool we have so few of this now.
Yeah, okay.
And
It used to be lots of in Blackpool, isn't it?
everywhere now is just full of low-life,
And we used to
junky
walk with
scumbags on the
somebody,
tap everywhere you
I
go,
know,
and
I know,
it's
so
just so sad.
It's sad, yeah, no.
So we're here for 2 days doing a bit of content,
Okay, that's very good.
and we're
here
called
in Leeds.
Spice Heads on Facebook.
Okay, Spice?
Spice Heads.
Spice Heads.
Spice
I
Heads.
will add you up.
That has 127,000 followers.
Follow us. I will be added there.
And on YouTube, you're not that old, for the older people, Spice Heads Media on YouTube, which is more fun and less antisocial behaviour.
Yeah. I understand.
So,
I understand.
is there still a cash converters over there? Has it gone?
Yeah, cash converter is
It-
still here.
It's
Still at the further. You see the main building there, the clock tower there.
Yeah.
You can see further. If you come here, you can see the clock tower a bit further there.
Right, I've got
so
it.
Before you get to there,
Yeah.
it's on your right hand.
It used to be here 20 years ago. That's
Yeah.
why we're looking for it.
Yeah, yeah. It, is
Magic.
It used to be around somewhere around there, yeah.
Thank
But
you
now
for being
it's over
professional,
there.
gentlemen.
You're
All the
welcome
best.
all the
Keep
time.
safe.
You're right.
Keep safe.
Enjoy your visit in Leeds.
Thank you. So there's a casino, folks, right in the middle of Leeds, with 3 door staff, trying to keep people safe, trying to keep decent, respectable, hard-working taxpayers safe. Now that's what it's all about, folks. What I've done tonight is a bit fucking stupid. I'm walking around town on my own, or am I? Or have I got somebody as big as him just off camera following me around? I could have, I might have, I might not have. I'm certainly not frightened. I'm certainly not paranoid. But then again, it is Fat Steve. I had to film that with the backward camera pointing to me. I don't know if it worked. And I'm going to come to the end of this street and I'm going to try and zoom in on the top of a building called Quarry House, I think. I didn't realise it was this close to where I've got to here. So I'm going to try and flick. I'm going to stand and try and get you that. I don't know if I will. Somewhere just to the right of there should be some strange obelisk that looks a bit alien, and I'm not 100% sure, but I think that that's Quarry House. Now, back in the 80s and 90s, when I was undercover journalist, we did a story with a gentleman called Tim Raymond, a young journalist from the Sunday Times. He was the northern correspondent. He's now, I think, the deputy editor of the Sunday Times. And we did a story when DLA, which has been replaced by PIP now, DLA came out, and the story was called DSS Benefit Chaos. And it certainly was chaotic, man. There are thousands of people that applied for DLA and were waiting and getting nowhere, and we were writing a story, and as Tim was the northern correspondent for the Sunday Times, he was able to get an interview with a gentleman called Michael Bichard, who ended up being Sir Michael Bichard, and very high up. I think, if I'm not sure, I think he did the inquiry into Thompson and Venables and Jamie Bulger. Let's just get this little island. This is going to be a bit longer than normal, folks. So I think he did the inquiry into Thompson and Venables, and we went to interview him, and Tim Raymond had written down four questions for me to ask, and every time he kicked me I had to ask one of these questions. And Tim was chatting to him saying, oh yes, and then the fiscal policy of the annual projections for the next 22 years, and then he kicked me and said, Mr. Bichard, is it true that you're looking for 22,108 missing ministers' files? Now, ministers' files were people that had complained that they'd claimed DLA and got nowhere, and they'd complained to their MP, and it became a minister's file. And he looked at me and he waved over the tape recorders. There's that big building where the police station used to be. I'm just now back by the bus station, and he waved over the cameras and tape recorders indicating us to stop, and we stopped filming, and he looked at me and he rustled some paper work on his desk, and he said, tell me, how do you know there's 22,108 missing ministers' files? And I said I was doing overtime at Warbrick Hill Civil Service Government Office in Blackpool at weekend, and the notice on the wall said, task to be done at weekend, find some of the 22,108 missing ministers' files. And he looked at me and he smiled and he said, you do know you're sacked, don't you? I said, yes sir, it's just a job for a story. And he looked and he smiled, and he waved over the cameras, and he waved over the tape recorders, and he said, could you ask me that again? I said, yes Mr. Bichard, what can you tell me about the 2,108 missing ministers' files? Here we've got this big BBC building, and he looked at me and he smiled and he held his hand out to Tim. He said, no, I don't accept we have any missing minister's files, none whatsoever. But obviously in a department as big as ours, there always are a few files that we are specifically looking for at any one time. So that was that, folks. I think I had three or four other questions, but we won't dive into them. So I've got back, I'm outside the Ibis Styles budget hotel in the middle of Leeds. Got a WPC here on a phone, which is lit up. I'll drive round, then we can see it. There's the number, YB22 DDL, and we can clearly see, no we can't, she sussed me. She sussed me and moved away, folks. So that's another woman PC. They fucking hate it when you call them WPCs, on a phone with the fucking engine running outside the Ibis Styles in Leeds, folks. It's Fat Steve, Spices Media from beautiful downtown Blackpool, here in Leeds with Autistic Bobby. And what a fucking crazy wild city this is. Catch you all later, folks. Keep safe. So stay safe, everybody. Fat Steve, Spices Media.